My name is Lydia Machova. I'm the founder of Language Mentoring, an online business where people learn how to learn any language by themselves, and I'm also a TED speaker. I would say I've become quite good at planning my days and weeks using the Getting Things Done methodology, but I've always struggled to plan long term. And you know how sometimes a year passes and you look back on your New Year commitment and you realize that you actually forgot to focus on something that was quite important to you and that you realized in January, but then you somehow forgot to think about it throughout the year? Well, I don't want this happening with 3 years or even 9 years of my life, because that's quite a big chunk. So that's why I joined. I have worked with several coaches, both for some professional topics and life topics, but I've never had a coaching to focus on such a long-term view of my life. I've never had anyone ask me who I want to be, how do I want to lead my life. So this has provided me with a whole new perspective on life in general. I really enjoyed our sessions with Ray because I love how he gives you really thought-provoking questions. When he asks you a question, you give some automatic reply and he instantly challenges you on that reply. He asks you, okay, so in a situation like this, and he gives you a random situation, and he basically makes you realize that actually your values are somewhere else, or you mean it differently. So he really goes deep, and that's what I really appreciated. I was very surprised by the instant added value that I started to see after the first sessions. I remember sitting down and just writing some notes, and suddenly I just redid my vision for my business for the next 3 years. And I can tell you that it has never been clearer than after this coaching session. I suddenly see it. I know exactly what to tell my team, where do I see myself, where do I see the company going, and it has just never been as clear as right now. I've also understood a lot of things about myself, and just by thinking about my values and the guardrail questions, I've understood some things that I have been struggling with for many years. And I started to have conversations with my husband, with my friends, with my therapist, trying to really name stuff that has been going on, and I didn't really realize the connection between things. So the added value from just a few sessions was really, really awesome. I would say this program is awesome for anyone who wants to live a life on their own terms and not just run it on autopilot. But I would say it gives even extra added value to entrepreneurs and business owners, because you can have a vision for your own life, but also for your business, so you can have double the impact. You may not feel that this is your number one priority. You don't wake up in the morning thinking, oh my God, what I'm gonna do for the next 9 years of my life. But if you don't actually take the time and think about it, then you can easily spend the next 9 years of your life just somehow going through the motions and living a life that you've been predisposed to lead based on your upbringing and society and what other people want from you, and just running on autopilot and not leading the life you actually want to live. So I think it's super important and really valuable. And I think your future self is gonna thank your today's self for actually taking the time and planning the life that you wanna lead.